What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. You don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
Alright, so it is way too early for this Nintendo Switch 2 third-party sales doom rhetoric. It's way too early. Now, before we get things started, we are still on the road to 20,000 subscribers, so if you're into Nintendo Switch 2 content and you're not yet a subscriber of the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let me know what you guys think in the comment section about the video. I'm sure you guys will have a lot to say on this topic. And also, if you like the video, go ahead and hit a thumbs up. So this morning it was reported by thegamebusiness.com that most third-party Switch 2 games have posted very low numbers. And one third-party publisher says that the numbers were below our lowest estimates despite strong hardware sales. It said Cyberpunk 2077 was the best third-party selling game. Surprise, surprise, because it has the game on the cart and it looks and performs great and is one of the best games on the system. So, of course, right? But this article is now floating around and people are trying to use this as proof that, well, of course, like people, they just want first-party games on the Switch 2. Nintendo owners don't care about third-party and blah, 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 blah. It is way too early for this kind of talk. The Switch 2 has literally been out 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And we're already talking about third-party sales doom. Really? Now, there's quite a few things to point out here. First, the fact that the large majority of these games are old. Yes. And some of them are very old, right? So, expecting a lot of these older titles to just start selling, hopping off the shelves and selling out, being full price when they've been on other systems and a lot of these games for years at a cheaper price and look better in most cases, expecting them to just fly off the shelves right away at full price on the Switch 2, depending on the game, really, that's not even reasonable. Also, we have to add in the fact that the majority of these third-party games are keycard games, and a lot of people, at least right now, claim they refuse to purchase any game keycard games. So there's already a negative stigma there. There's already people that think that there are actually no physical games on the Switch 2, believe it or not, because of articles and misinformation that has floated around. So yeah, no, it's not really a surprise that a lot of these third-party games have not been flowing and flying off the shelves yet. But what people need to realize here is, one, like I said, the system has only been out 2 weeks. Okay? It's only been out 2 weeks. The system is somewhat expensive, right? So just because some of these games have not sold yet, doesn't mean they won't sell in the future. Like, I don't know why these people make these articles and stuff like this, and they think that people are going to buy every single game that they're interested in day one. I'm sure there's plenty of third-party games that people want for the Switch 2 that haven't bought them yet, simply because, well, they can't afford to yet. Sure, there's plenty of people that want Street Fighter 6 for Switch 2 that don't have the money for it yet. And I'm sure that's the case for quite a few of these games. But when it comes down to sales of these games, and specifically the mention of, it said there's one third-party publisher said the numbers were below its lowest estimates, but they don't tell you which game or which third-party publisher. And that's when the questions should arise, because context matters. You can't just say, "Oh, this third party said it was lower than our lowest estimate." It depends what game that was. If the game was Sonic Shadow Generations on the Switch 2, of course that game is going to underperform. They gave no upgrade path for people that just bought this game on the Switch late last year. It's a game keycard game. And it's full price. And if you... no, people expecting Sonic Shadow Generations to fly off the shelves on Switch 2 at full price are just plain silly. Because all of those factors that I factored in, along with the fact that even when this game came out for the Switch, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series last year, it literally dropped its price in half like a month after it came out. This game was like $35 a month after it came out. So why in the world would you think that people are going to scrape up their knees to buy Sonic Shadow Generations on a game key card, full price for Switch 2, day one? Anybody that's interested in this game on Switch 2 is waiting for the inevitable price drop, just like all the Sonic games. Nobody in their right mind is paying full price for Sonic Shadow Generations on Switch 2. That would just be stupid. That'd be plain stupid to do. Like, based on the sales history of this game, paying full price for Sonic Shadow Generations on Switch 2 is silly. And if that's the game that they were using, or if that's the third party, if that's the publisher, we also have, what was the other game? The Pew Pew Tetris or whatever. Another game. Now that was a game key card game for no damn reason. The game was like 1 gig or 2 gigs or something. It was still on the game key. Nobody's buying that. But yeah, like I said, context matters always. Now, these games, the majority of these games, or actually all of these third-party games are older and can be had for a lot cheaper on other systems currently. So just because these games aren't selling on Switch 2 now doesn't mean they won't sell. They will sell when they get on sale. Pretty much. Like, there's games, third-party games that I've seen on the Switch 2 that I don't currently have, and it's only because I'm not paying full price for them. Period. Also, once the games that people have actually really been asking for, third-party games, come to the Switch 2, that's when you're going to see how these games really sell. Because honestly, outside of Cyberpunk and Street Fighter 6, the majority of these third-party games that are currently available for the Switch 2, most of them were not really requested. These weren't games that people were like, oh yeah, these are the games. Like, these were not highly requested games. And you see that the games that were requested, Cyberpunk, Street Fighter 6, selling well. Street Fighter 6 is selling well on the Switch 2, even though it's a game key card game. It's still selling well. But wait until Final Fantasy Remake. Wait until Madden. Wait until Call of Duty. Wait until the games start coming out for the Switch 2, third-party games that are actually new and come out at the same time as the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series version. That's when you will be able to actually judge just how well third parties are performing on the Switch 2. But for now, yeah, you might want to just keep a lid on it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section.